So I'll just bring John in.
Part of the discussion is about how we help to green up the village, and I think we've already had some, I believe there's been some meetings with Wakefield Council, because they've, they've got an agenda of helping to green up different areas in all over Wakefield Council. So I think if we, as a parish council, get together with Wakefield, because they've got a few initiatives like well, the No More May and all that, nature's not neat and all that kind of stuff. They've got different ideas, and they've got different pots of money as well that could help us. So I think if we get together and come up with some ideas about what we can do, it's no good saying, we want to knock an estate down and build a forest. We've got to be realistic and see what we can do in specific areas. And I think if we then come forward with some proposals for greening up areas, keeping areas green, like the new area over at Strata that we're going to be handed over soon, how we deal with that, then that's the time to ask people what they agree with and what they disagree with. You'll get thousands of different people. Some people will agree, some people don't like hanging baskets, some people love them, But I think you've got to do we've got to have more information and more definite ideas before we just go around asking people what would they like to see, because it's got to be affordable, it's got to be realistic. I think that's what the idea of that was. We get more information and then we ask people around.
I'm just going to bring. I understand the reason for your question from the totally get that. If I just bring Carolyn in and then I'll come to you then.
I was just going to support what you were saying, because I don't think people you might know are asked. So if you're a nice social person, you might ask 100 people, give this report sort of like it depends on your lifestyle. I don't think it's very representative of the way to people's views. And I also agree strongly that you need to be able to give people more information, because they need to know what it is they're being asked about.
Of course. Okay. Sorry,
just to add, it's to support John's point. So I've actually spoken to the representative at Wakefield Council just last week, and it's exactly like it's quite a new scheme for Wakefield Council, and they're starting to work with different communities, and they're starting to look at which areas they can adopt and all of that good stuff. They've got a number of meetings that they're holding internally over the next 6 to 8 weeks, and then they're going to come back to me ready for the Village Amenities meeting on the 25th of September, where they can then give us a lot more information, and then we would then be tooled up ready to see how we do best serve our community and the whole.
excellent. I think so. That kind of coincides with. I think it encompasses kind of what everyone's kind of contributed, and then also takes on board Sarah's suggestion. So we look at maybe to take the discussion about more details and the specifics about how we're going to go about polling and making sure that we're not duplicating work that Wakefield might be carrying out to the next amenities committee. Does that sound okay to everyone? Yeah. Okay. Right. Is that okay, or do you want to start?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, Martin.
We don't have enough information, do we?
We would still need to vote and we could exclude that section if you wanted to, but we need to accept the meeting and stuff.
Sorry, yes. That's a point. That's 1 minute. That's what we were. Okay, so we've got a proposal in second already.
We have,
Yeah. Okay, so can I have votes in favour of accepting the minutes? And obviously we're going to revisit the item that we were discussing. Do you need one of these?
It won't help because I think it's just blowing at you, alright? I'll just go
So yeah, if we could, so that one item that we were discussing about the polling of that's going to be revisited in more detail at the next committee meeting, and we'll get some more specifics on that, and we'll have some more information from Wakefield as well for that meeting, as Gemma pointed out. So can I have a vote in favour of accepting those minutes? Unanimous. Thank you very much.
John, would you sign those minutes, please? Thank you.
Okay, so right. Thank you. Am I okay to read this out that you've given me? Yeah, is that okay? So Item 14 and item 24 kind of like linked together in a sense. So I just want to read out the motion point that I've been given at the beginning of the meeting. So, standing orders 10A, motions that do not require written notice. With regard to agenda motion 24, may I request it be discussed before item 14, the reason being that it refers to the terms of reference from the Finance and General Purposes meeting, during which terms of reference were discussed, so that the item is discussed before the terms of reference are agreed upon in agenda item 14. Standing orders 1G, present the motion in writing to the Chair before the commencement of the debate on the motion to be amended. During part 2, PC training last week, it came to light that a meeting consisting of all councillors is no longer a committee meeting but a council meeting. While some councils conduct finance meetings with all councillors, other parish councils state that in view of responsibility, all or any serving councillors may request to be appointed to the committee. I move an amendment to the motion agenda, item 25, that all or any parish councils may request to be appointed to the Finance Committee, and that, as with previous terms of reference, the committee must comprise at least 6 councillors, but more if greater appointments are requested. And then there's just local examples of councils who run their finance meeting as a council are Upton, and who run their finance meeting with any member who requests to be on the committee are Sheffield Park. There are others of both example nationwide if required. I'll just come to you, Sue, would you like to speak on that amendment or motion now?
Yes, well, firstly, thanks very much for the 2 trainings we've attended, because it's been very useful. Thank you. But during the meeting, during the training, it came to light that if all councillors attend a meeting, it's no longer a committee, it is another council meeting. So that would require, for example, a set-up like this perhaps, and I thought to myself, well, that could be done before this meeting, if that was agreeable, but also did some more research and found that there are some councils who state that in view of the responsibility and liability of finance implications, that any serving councillor may request to be appointed to the committee. So it might not necessarily be all councillors who wish to be on the committee, but that we should have the right to request that we are. Yeah.
Okay, can I just take any comments so far then from councillors on like how we think we should handle, before we take item 14 basically, I just want to kind of ask, we can either take that amendment now as part of item, just before item 14, or we could move item 14 to just before item 24, for example. We could do either, really. So
I'm just trying to think this. Sorry, just trying
to
think this through. I mean, in terms of it being sort of all correct and proper how it should be done. Because the minutes of a meeting are a record of what happened at that meeting. So we can vote to approve these minutes as a correct record. That's what we're voting on, quite apart from Susie's proposal. But it might make sense. So if Susie's proposal is accepted, then it would change in terms of reference. So maybe, Susie, I could try and ask, maybe if a sentence was added into your amendment to say, and the standing orders amended, or the terms of reference amended accordingly,
yes.
that would
yes.
deal with that.
Yes, it would, yes. Yes.
Okay. So in that respect, I don't think it matters whether it comes before or after the minutes, because with the minutes we're voting on whether they're correct record or not.
Yes. And it does show that I asked for the amendment.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so from the discussion, correct me if I'm wrong anyway, I'm getting that we're going to vote on the minutes as to whether they're an accurate record, if that's okay. And we'll then take the whole amendment as part of your agenda item as part of 24. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, can I just have a show of hands? Oh, go on, Steve.
We've got Councillor Maiden present in attendance.
Sorry, I'll come to the points of the minutes in just a second. I was just dealing with that because I know that Councillor Sherritt gave me that before the item, and I wanted just to make sure I addressed it. Okay, so can I just have a show of hands that we're happy to take Councillor Sherritt's amendment as part of item 24 then? Excellent, thank you very much. So, item 14 then, to receive the minutes of the Finance and General Purposes Committee meeting held on the 5th of June 2023 and approve the recommendations within them, excluding agenda item 17, as this is covered in the private section of full Parish Council meeting. From those that were present, can I just ask if these were, well, we've got one correction that we need to make, which is, you attended in spirit, Nick.
We felt your presence.
Yeah, we felt your presence. Can I get a proposal seconder who attended the meeting? We've got Caroline proposing. And John seconding. Okay, and I'll take, unless there's any comments on the minutes, we'll make that amendment as has been stated right now. Are there any other comments? No, can I move to a vote then? All those in favour of accepting the minutes? Unanimous.
So can I ask you to sign those, please?
Item 15, to receive the minutes of the Environment, Road Safety and Planning Committee meeting held on the 5th of June 2023 and approve the recommendations within them. Okay, can I get a proposer and a seconder to... Are you proposing on the app? Yeah. So I'm proposing. Seconder, please, that there, from those that were present. And me or Sarah, it's with you. Okay, are there any comments? Are there any comments on the minutes?
Sound like you did a good job with the bungalow issue.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm sure. If there's no, are there any comments now? Okay, if I take a vote in favour then please, if you shake hands. Yeah, we've got you. Sorry, yeah. I just like to show up when I said it from Blackburn. Item 16, to receive the minutes of the allotment subcommittee meeting held on 9th of June 2023 and approve recommendations within them. From those that were present, can I have a seconder, please? John proposing. Seconder, Mike. Seconder. Sorry, Cameron. Are there any comments on the allotment minutes?
Oh, I tend to
plot judging for the best kept plot competition will take place on Saturday the 1st of July. I think that's this coming Saturday. And 10-1, to keep it in chronological order, there's an open day on the 5th of August for the best, what's it?
A guided tour.
Oh, it's a guided
Yeah,
tour.
I think a lot of
guided
people
tour.
are really
Yeah.
keen on actually, so we
Yes.
should definitely publicise that via the Parish Council Facebook.
And there's just one other bullet point under 6.1 that might be worth just mentioning. Somebody mentioned at the last meeting the problem relating to unkempt plots that maybe help, some way of helping people to get going might be a good idea. And there was quite a lot of discussion about that. And Councillor Bell, sitting next to me here, I think is taking it further in terms of looking for a volunteer gang to. So I thought that was worth just bringing to the attention of this committee.
Actually, that's good because next time that we get asked about volunteering opportunities from the Boys Brigade,
Yeah, absolutely. Are there any other comments? No? I'll move to a vote then, if that's okay. So all in favour of accepting those minutes and recommendations? Unanimous again.
That's fine to sign first. Mark, would you mind signing those,
Yeah.
please?
Okay, so item 17. I'll come to you to speak on this one if that's okay. With it being for the Parish Council to receive and sign the Nalcor NALC Civility and Respect Pledge. And I'll just come to Gemma Ackworth to just speak a little bit on that if that's okay.
Thank you. This is an initiative that NALCA actually partnership with, and it is about civility and respect amongst parish councils. I've popped together a few pages on a presentation that's directly off their website. It's not my words, just so you can see, more about what it's about. Hopefully you've had time to read that. What the pledge actually is that we'll be signing up to. A lot of it is in line with policies that we do already currently have in place, both for our community, councillors and members of staff. And on the back page you'll see that there's a number of councils already that have signed up to the pledge. It is something that they are promoting, as I've said, and I thought it would be a good opportunity for us to review that so we want to be part of it too.
Okay, thank you for that, Gemma. Are there any comments on this respect pledge?
Sorry, I'm sort of not sure what you were saying. We're being asked to commit to it.
If you want to as a council, be part of it.
Yeah, so if I put to a vote that as a parish council we're happy to accept this civility and respect pledge that the councils have, can I get a proposal for that one, please? Mike? Stephen, you seconding? Yeah. And a show of hands to agree to be part of that. Excellent, unanimous. Okay. Okay. So item 18, to retrospectively approve the cemetery fees effective from the 1st of May 2023. So again, in our packs we've got the document for fees and what they are. I mean, okay, just coming to you for some commentary, is that okay?
Yeah, of course. So, as it says, it's something that is in effect as of 1st of May. It's in line with Wakefield Council's increases. So it just follows, as it has done previously over the years, it tracks Wakefield Council's increases that we receive, and we've done the same to stay in line with that.
Okay. Do you want to propose in a second, or can we just have a show of hands? Sorry,
Yeah, no, because just having never seen them before.
Yeah.
And we should change it to be.
Um,
Do we know? You know, I've no idea if that's a kind of 1% change or 100% change, you know, that's all. So,
Yeah.
I'd have to come back to you on that.
Yeah, okay, but,
yeah,
you know,
to do that.
in principle, I've no problem with them, but it's just
Yeah.
useful to know. Sort of.
Yeah.
There will no update the other sheet just like this in Sue's handover, which is the
Presumably.
previous year, so
Yeah,
yeah, I will
yeah.
supply that.
No.
Caroline, sorry.
What's that for
Free of charge.
Okay, so, oh, go on.
With the memorial, do the council subcontract to the stonemason to organise those headstones and things, or does the individual organise?
Individuals.
Individual
Individual
values.
directors.
Sorry, I've not had much to do with memorials, so I don't personally know.
So they're kind of optional extras, if you like, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
yeah.
they're there for information because we do sometimes get inquiries and it's helpful to give families who are maybe preparing for the future more so than right now
Yeah.
as a rough idea of cost. But yeah, that's why they're in green on there.
Right, yeah.
Okay, can I get a proposer to respectfully agree those? And a seconder for that, Andy? And a vote in favour of accepting that retrospectively? Unanimous. Thank you very much. Ooh, okay. Item 19, to receive and comment on planning applications received by Wakefield NDC. I'll just read through each of the planning proposals and then I'll come to councillors for